Hello everyone, welcome. Well, let's have a cheeky impression actually at a game called Dream. And I know what you're gonna say, but Nardograph, this game has already been released. What business do you have making a cheeky impression of this? Well, I haven't seen the game before. I have seen actually Rockley Smile playing this game, and I've seen Sips giving this game a try. So I wanted to give the game a try myself. And this is what I want cheeky impressions to be. When I find an interesting game, I'm going to show you guys. I'm not gonna buy a game that I'm not interested in and then show you guys. Or for example, I'm not gonna request code for a game that I'm not interested in. For example, I'm not gonna get code for a roguelike because I'm not really a big fan of those. I don't like the frustration that comes with them. Now, from the options itself, it looks fairly good, at least for me. There could be some more graphical options, but I'm fine with that. With what it is, this game is not amazingly. Like the graphics are not intricate enough that I would feel it's necessary to have more graphic options. Is what I mean. Master music, voice volume, sound effects volume. I love when games do that. They separate the volumes because sometimes I like to have my sound effects lower than voice so I can hear it better. The other options looks fine. We could probably hide our player model, but I'd like to have it on. Language English, which it's a language I'm speaking right now, so I feel like it's fair if I kept that. Let's start a new game. Now, I've skipped the intro, mostly because I want to keep this spoiler-free as I can. Basically, what I know from this game is your brother, uncle, your family member died. If you watch games like I do,
well, that's another show.
Then you probably don't pay attention much to the details of the game. I'm actually this is what some people will call a walking simulator because you just walk and experience the story. However, I disagree with that notion. Mostly, I believe this is a point-and-click adventure game, much in the veins of Grim Fandango. Although you might disagree with that, you might think that's sacrilege to compare Grim Fandango to this, but the mechanics are the same. There are puzzles, and they're mostly environmental. To whom this may concern, Last Will and Testament. It's the Last Will and Testament of me, Edward Philip, of... Yeah, so his uncle died, I think. And basically this is more akin, I guess, to Gone Home, where you basically walk and you experience the story through so that's me. You experience the story through the eyes of the protagonist, and you...
Lights. Turn them off. The electricity bill was huge.
I'm gonna leave it on and see what it says. Anyway, and then you experience the story through the eyes of the protagonist, and this one has voice acting. It's a lot more voice acting than let's say...
God, it still smells of you in here. Feels like you're here.
Than Gone Home is. Because from what I've seen, Howard does have a lot of quips. He does talk a lot. He'll say a lot about what his environment is and everything. So it's not very much like Gone Home. In Gone Home, the protagonist, was it Katie? I think it was Katie. She mostly stayed quiet.
Still see you sitting there writing. Still
throughout the
keys as you worked.
Throughout the game. All bathrooms had this light, so I want to leave all the lights on and see what it says about it. And the thing is that since she didn't talk much, you didn't really experience. You experienced the story mostly through your eyes and not the protagonist. And in this one,
bad dream.
Eco-terrorist, and in this one, you mostly experience the story through the eyes of the protagonist, and that's fine. And as a point-and-click adventure game with more environmental puzzles, I find that fine. Like, I have no problem with it. It's mostly the case of, do you like this? Do you enjoy what this game is trying to do?
I'm sure there are more cubes every time I come here.
So, if that's okay with you, this might be the game for you. I rhyme you with you. I'm a rhyming terrorist. Anyway, so as a point and click game, from what I've seen, it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good adventure game. There's no combat in it, so the tense moments come from different... God, this is bright. The tense moments come from...
Whoa, it doesn't look too inviting down there. Who would even build something so unwelcoming?
Well, that is true. That place is weird. Now, there's a lot that you can walk around and see. Ooh, what's this?
Cool. I wonder if my doppelganger sleeps here.
This is a copy of his bedroom. The videos I've seen, people didn't explore the desert too much, which I understand. Like, I get it. Why they wouldn't explore the bedroom too much? Because it's the desert. Sorry, the desert too much because it's quite big place from what I've seen. I played this by myself for a little to see how it worked, and there is... Let's just say there is a lot to see. I actually entered this place. This is a maze. It's I'm not gonna get in there now because it's quite a very a very large maze, and I got lost in it. I found a vinyl in there.
I can see something up on that cliff.
You can?
Looks like I'll need to drop down from above.
Oh yeah, I got that earlier. Anyway, I'm gonna get inside here because I think this is what takes me to the place that I need to go. I'm not sure.
Hands and knees, I guess.
Sometimes the dialogue doesn't match the subtitles. It's a minor quip I have with the game, but it's fine. Like, minor quips are...
I wonder where all of these wires lead to.
This is different from the last time, because I got to here the last time. I didn't get past that the last time, and... This is quite interesting. I actually came through here last time. So there are multiple ways to get inside here. If I'm not mistaken, that...
Password and login details for the screen.
Dr. Mason DRX 29289. Now, let's see. If I'm not mistaken, to start this puzzle, we look through these files. Then we start through this. Yes, let's start.
Smoke containment active. What the hell is a smoke?
So, as you can see, lights 57. There's this little board here. Basically, what we gotta do is turn off all the lights in this place by simply walking around them. As a puzzle.
Oh, okay. I just need to walk through them.
This is, I guess this will be the first actual puzzle of the game. And as a puzzle, it's fine. I don't have any problems with it. I actually quite like, you know, just shit. And every time you hit the smoke there, which is what they talked about in those emails.
Hey, it didn't kill me. Good.
Let's go through here. Oh, I can hear it. We gotta turn off all the lights, basically. And as a first puzzle, I don't mind it too much. I actually quite enjoy, you know, just walking around and trying to find, to turn off all the lights, because I
Okay, half done. Now the rest of the night.
Shit! I thought I could make it. I should have kept going. Because I'm a little OCD with this. I quite enjoy it, to be fair. And I understand that this might not be for everyone. Some people might not like this as much as I'm enjoying myself. And again, not every game is for everyone, you know? Remember what they say about games that try to cater to everyone? They usually fail.
These would be good to collect. Maybe I should keep them. Put them in a book.
Yeah, so you also find these things that explain what dreams are all about. And I quite enjoyed that. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like these dream things where they explain what dreams are about. At least personally, oh god, I can hear it. When they explain what dreams are about, I quite enjoy those. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going anymore. Oh, that way? I can see that when you get to the end with the last few lights, it might get frustrating. Especially if you're teleported by the smoke. I can see how frustrating that can get. I think this might be the last one. It is.
Didn't like that, did you? Okay, just take it.
Do I get teleported out? I quite enjoy if you teleported me out. This could pose a problem because you can get very much lost in here. But anyway, there's a bunch of collectibles to find. Those little cards that explain what things in dreams are about. There's those to collect. There's vinyls to collect. There's things that will appear in the hub world, from what I understand, to collect. And I'm a big fan of collectathons myself. Although the way you collect them is not very collectathon-like, I would say. You basically have to solve small little environmental puzzles to get them, from what I understood. And this is a pain in my butt, getting out of here. I've walked in circles. I'll see you guys outside in a second. Oh, I found a way outside. Alright. This can prove to be a pain, actually. I realize there are other puzzles in this game, and like other types of puzzles, not everything is all this. This is not like Euclidean where there's one mechanic and different enemies that I would say enhance that mechanic. So, for example, if we go here, it's the same thing. And this is really trippy. And I'm fine with what this is for now. And I can see how 4 might be a little too much, and I can understand why some, like, I'm slightly annoyed by how many of these I'll have to do. So I can totally understand if someone else doesn't like them, because even though I enjoy this, someone that's not particularly interested in this would have a problem with it, and it's totally okay. But and it's not like it's gonna change anymore, right? They're not gonna change this the entire game just to like cater to one guy who had a problem with this, especially now that the game is released, and I'm fine with that. And this seems like a very minor gripe. It's just a small... Whoops, things fell from my desk. It's just a minor gripe I have with the game. If we follow the borders, we should find our way outside, hopefully. Or I can get lost in here again. It's a very real problem that I'm having right now.
Alright, 2 crazy demon ghost things successfully pacified. Only 2.
Now let's try this one. This is where we came in from. So there are multiple entrances to this place, at least we know that. This could prove to be a pain with the smoke demon walking around. I can see how this could cause some headache, since you have to crouch, and escaping the demon might be a little harder. Either way,
Okay, that should be roughly half of them, I think.
Oh god, I got caught. But at least I don't die. Now let me conclude my thoughts with this as we go along. We're about 15 minutes of the way through with this. So let me conclude my thoughts. Do I like this game? Very much so. I'm quite enjoying myself. Would I do a let's play on it? I'm not so sure anymore. Because this game seems quite expensive, and when I do my... Oh god. When I do my let's plays, I like to get everything I can. And that might prove to be a 100 parts episode. And I don't think that's a good thing. Although I could just experience the story, and that'd be fine. However... Shit, I can hear you right behind me. Okay, that's just the light from the... Smoke demon. Smoke demon! I'm not sure where else I need to go. Is this the way outside? This is not the way outside. Okay, now I'm lost and I don't have the lights on. And I'm sure I didn't get them all. Maybe if the demon caught me, it wouldn't be such a bad thing right now, because then I get sent to the start and I try again. Or I could find... Get me. That's fine. Let's see. 93.6%. So we're quite close to the end. Oh, there we go. Oh, don't. I'm right at the start. Come on. I'm surprised I didn't find this. Those were the only two ones left. So I guess I should have went after it. I lost my train of thought. I apologize for that. So, as a exploration game...
This is my dream. I seem to be giving myself some pretty arbitrary challenges. I'll probably get it from my parents.
As a adventure game, a point-and-click adventure game, as I put it myself, so I'm gonna stick with that because I quite believe that notion. This is an interesting concept. Like, I'm not gonna play a game like this where you just walk around and do environmental puzzles if I'm not interested in the concept. The premise is quite interesting. The premise of dreams, I quite enjoyed that. I quite enjoyed the premise. So it's like Euclidean. I wouldn't be so interested in Euclidean if the setting didn't interest me. I wouldn't have recommended it. I wouldn't even have gotten code for it if the setting didn't interest me, so... There, right? I wouldn't have requested the code for it if the setting of Euclidean didn't interest me at all. So... This is basically how I choose my games. And will I recommend this to you? Yes. The game runs fine. There are some FPS drops here and there, especially when I'm moving fast. There's some FPS drops, but they're minor. They're like from 60 to 50. That might be VSync. I'm not sure. I could probably turn it off and check, but I feel like I'm fine the way it is.
And there goes the last one. I should probably run the program on the computer again and see if I can find a way out of here now that all those mazes are locked up.
And let's complete this. Ooh, navigator. So I completed the first setting.
What's going on?
This game is $17 on Steam. Would I say that's a little too much? Maybe. But that's again my thing, because games are so expensive for me here. I don't quite feel like I would definitely buy this on sale, for example. I was interested in buying this for sale until I requested go for it and got it. And I was going to, if there was a sale on this, this is a game that I would heavily consider buying it. So, do I recommend it? If it's a game I consider buying, I definitely recommend it. If I enjoy myself when I play it, I most definitely recommend it. If you have 17 bucks to spare, this is and you don't really you want like a more chill time. If you don't want the anxiety of a very combat heavy game, if you just want to rest for a bit while playing a game, then you can play this game and chill, you know? So I don't want to play for example Payday 2 all day. Sometimes I just want to rest, relax, and play a game for myself. And this is what this is. Just play a game and not have to worry about being angry at something, or I might want to challenge myself with I might want to challenge myself with some puzzles maybe. I quite enjoy puzzle games. And this is very much a puzzle game. Will I eventually do a let's play of this? I actually, now that I've played it, maybe not. There's a lot to see, there's a lot to explore, and this might end up being a 20-minute, sorry, not a 20-minute, a 20-minute each episode with over 100 episodes if I go my way. So, I might not have actually do a let's play on this now that I've played it. But I definitely recommend you buy it if you have the money for it, and if you're interested in a non-combat, point-and-click adventure game with some environmental puzzles. I do know there are some puzzles later on where you might have to write things down, too, so if you like that old-school approach. So, again, this might be the game for you if those are the sort of things you're interested in. For now, I'll leave you guys with this very depressing dialogue. And I'll see you guys on the next whatever it is I do on the flip side. Bye-bye.